you sure it's not in private?
It's not in private. Hello, my lovely people. Hello. Welcome to Guided 888. And now, welcome to Guided 888. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm just checking if Instagram's working.
The thing is that we are trying to go live in YouTube and Instagram and all the other places available.
With 3 cameras.
With 3 cameras, yeah. Man, we are getting professional at this, aren't we? It's either that or we are enjoying the time being here. And it is a pleasure to be with you all, like every Saturday in the morning. Welcome to Guided 888. This is Zoila Garman.
And I am Ewa Lotkowska.
Welcome to our Saturday Live,
where we answer your questions and dive deep into our spiritual practice.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, lovely. And then we have today an amazing topic because yesterday we were having this meditation.
The day before.
Yesterday.
No, the day before.
No, it was yesterday. In the morning. Yeah, the day before.
The day before.
It feels like yesterday. I don't care. It feels like
the time is now.
The time is now. That's right. And then we were having this meditation together.
Yeah, so we meditated together and asked our spiritual guides for some guidance on what we should talk on Guided 888.
That's correct. And you know, this topic is triggering me because and I gotta be honest, because I question it so much, and I am all about don't question it, because when the topic comes, it comes, and you don't have to question it, isn't it? But you will understand why I was questioning it, and it was because I was like, well, you want me to talk about this, but really, I don't feel like I am the most prepared person to talk about this topic. And then my guide, it was funny because I felt like he kind of looked at me and he was saying like, well, it's not you who's gonna talk about that. I'm gonna put the topics that you have to share, and many people will feel identified. And he kind of remember, it's not about you, Zoila, or it's not about Guided 888. It's about what we do and why we do it. The reason why we're here is because we are identified with everybody and we want to bring guidance to the overall community, to everybody who's synchronizing us. And yeah, it is. That was the answer that I received.
But I think it's a great topic and there's lots to talk about.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make the question as always and as every time in our lives. Eva, what are we going to be talking about today?
So, guys, today we're going to talk about abundance. I still think it's a great topic.
Yeah, it is a great topic, but I was triggered yesterday because I was
surprised. I'm like, why are you triggered about abundance?
Because it is a very delicate topic. It's not.
Okay, explain.
Yeah, it is a topic that might be taken in many ways. It might be taken in a physical way, as in having money in your account.
That was triggering me the other day.
There we go.
No, I posted about money yesterday. I was so triggered.
Then that's what I mean. Like, it is a good topic, but because we are not rich, and that is where I'm gonna come. We are not rich. We are good and good.
Rich depends how you define rich. But yeah, we're talking about money right now.
Monetarily, yeah, financially talking. We're not rich. Not yet. We're gonna be, and that is in our lives.
We'll see where
We'll see. But then, when I got this topic, I was like, let me move my coffee. That wasn't on the I'm just moving my coffee here. I was like, but I'm not rich. Why do you want me to talk about abundance? And he said, well, that is the point. The key is, no, because you are rich, you are abundant. And you don't need many things. And actually, he said that literally, my guide said, you don't need many things to feel abundant. You don't need to be a millionaire to be an abundant, or to be on the frequency of abundance. Actually, he said, please say this. This is not a video for millionaires who feel millionaires.
Yeah.
So if you are a millionaire, you can.
Yeah, but millionaires can still watch because they might still be lacking that abundant feeling.
Yeah, but the millionaire that feels millionaires, please, let's go. If you are lacking or something, stay. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, so if you feel like you're lacking in abundance, then this is where we reframe the story about abundance, because you can be rich and you can have money and you can be stable, yet you are still feeling like you need more, or there's something missing in your life, and that's a lack of abundance. And this is what we want to dive into.
Right. And having said that, let's go to the disclaimer.
Oh yes, we are not a religious movement. We are spirituality is not a religious movement. We want to encourage people to make their own decisions. So whatever we talk about is something that really resonates with us and we want to share with the world. But that does not mean that, you know, it's our truth, but it might not be your truth, or it might be not something that you resonate with right now.
Yeah.
So we want you to listen with curiosity, rather than just questioning everything, being like, oh, that's wrong, that's, you know, where are they getting this from? Well, guides what? Yeah, some people are like, oh yeah, Eva, go manifest. So we want to ask, we would like an audience, I guess, who is curious, and then do their own research to find out if, you know, if this is something they want to cultivate. This is the kind of, if they want to, do their own research. And so basically, if this resonates, please stay. If this does not resonate, we are not forcing you to stay here.
In a nutshell, this is not a religious movement. We don't want to disrespect your religion. If you believe in a religion, you're more than welcome to stay. But please don't take these words personal, because they are not personal for you. They are our insight, our intake of the information we have received. If this resonates, or if this doesn't resonate, I want you to understand, and I want to encourage you so much to go out there and do your research, and then you'll find out whether we're saying or not links with your truth, or is it true or not. Now, I want to say, after the disclaimer as well, this is as well one of the topic of one of our podcasts.
Oh, we will be recording,
We will be recording this video, and video, no, the podcast is just an audio. Yeah. So we will be recording this as well, but we will be expanding a bit more. The difference between our podcast and our live is that in the live, we practice what we say in our podcast. Usually. And we do a meditation about the topic that we are doing as well on our podcast, on our lives. Our podcast is saying out loud without any fear, without any restrictions, what we find out and what we receive from our guidance, basically. Also having a touch of what we believe, what we understand, what happened, what was the circumstances and the reasons of our meditations, and reasons behind of our the information that we receive from our guides.
Yeah, so well, basically the live is supposed to be the interactive part where we do answer your questions if you do have any questions about the podcast or in general. This is also the time where we actually, as you said, practice our spirituality through like meditation. Sometimes we do card readings. Depends like what we're talking about and what fits better. If it's better to do a meditation, if it's just to answer questions, or to do a card reading, or whatever. So this is tailored to you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get into this abundance topic.
Awesome. So let's go into it. The first thing is, what is abundance for you?
Abundance. All right. So I was telling you yesterday because you said, oh, I'm a bit triggered about, because like money, I don't know how to like we're not rich, so how can we talk about being rich?
Yeah.
But it's not about being physically rich with money. It's about feeling abundance. And I was explaining to you how, actually we are already whole and complete as a soul, as a being. We just, as our ego and as our human experience, I guess we're living in a world of polarity, and that's why we kind of see ourselves and the other. So we always compare ourselves with something outside. And when we do that, we are in a position of lack. And so we can't feel abundant. We can't fully feel abundant when we're feeling in that lack. So abundance is really just allowing yourself to understand that you are already whole and complete, even if, let's say, you don't know how to budget, like money-wise. But let's say you don't know something, you don't know a skill, does not mean you're not whole and complete already, because you are whole and complete. But you can also then always improve. So you could always, but in this very moment, because time is an illusion, there is only now. In this very moment, you are whole and complete. And I know like people will find that difficult to understand. It's like, oh, but I don't have this, but I don't have friends, or but I don't have money, but I don't this. But you can acquire all those things when you step into what you were, I think, saying to me the other day, stepping into the having already that feeling. So do you want to?
Yeah, so
or what is abundance for you?
Yeah, basically abundance is the ability to have a lot of something, or a lot of that specific thing that you feeling that you could be lacking of. Basically, it could apply spiritually, and it could apply financially,
emotionally. It can apply.
It could apply to any way, because the word or the verb of the word abundance is just something that could be applied to anything. You could be happily abundant of, I don't know, happiness, of peace, of life, of money.
So abundance, means like having lots of something.
Yeah, something. Basically, in simple words, abundance is to have loads of something, particularly a thing that it is important or has taken some priority.
Well, the importance is what we put onto it, because for someone something might not be as important as for someone else. So there's like everyone has their own little values of what they want.
But it will always depend on the person that you are looking at from.
That's why we're so unique and individual.
I love your energy.
I was just talking to one of my clients the other day, and we're always looking outside of us what other people are doing and forget about ourselves. So I'm just like, that's why.
Do you know, when I was yesterday, the day before yesterday. Thank you. When I was having the meditation, I was receiving these topics like, okay, you have to talk about this and that, because I was quite triggered, because I don't want to be talking about abundance, because I talk it in a financial way. And he said, no, it's not. The feeling of being abundant, it starts in your heart. If you want to be rich, if you want to be whatever, a famous artist, actress, singer, a famous painter or artist, astronaut, a famous career-wise, or successful, abundant career-wise, you just have to get into the frequency of abundance, even when you don't have it at this very now moment.
So we're talking about manifestation, law of attraction.
And you know what? It is a very good example for us to put it in practice and kind of keep our followers updated and to see how it goes like. Because at the minute I received this information, I was like, oh, then I'm gonna put it on practice, and I'm gonna feel like if I'm rich, to see what happens.
I'm feeling rich.
Man, let's go for that car.
Well, it's not about the physical. We're just making jokes, but it's not about the physical. It's about feeling abundant inside. That's what Zoila's trying to say.
Here.
So you got to feel it to attract it. You got to
Yeah.
feel it to become it. Because I think a lot of us have this kind of imposter syndrome when we're starting something or we want something and we don't feel good enough, or we don't feel like, I'm starting my life coaching business, and sometimes, you feel like, oh, but I don't know, I don't have clients, or I'm just starting out, or, and then you feel like, oh, I need more training or something, you need more training. And even as an actress, it's like always reading on books, taking classes, always. And it's like, when is the actual, like, being it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that feeling of lack, in a way, kind of helps you to, read all those books and get information, but then you get stuck in that I still need more kind of thing. So if we step into the abundance and feeling like, okay, I'm actually whole and complete, and I will attract what I need in this level, in this vibration, then you will get more of that. So what we're saying is, when we start feeling more abundant within ourselves, we then attract more abundance in our life, because it always starts within. Because once we start looking for example, love, for money, for a career outside of us, because we feel like we need that, or we have to have that, it then we're just putting out the neediness. We're putting out the energy of lack. And when we put out the energy of lack, it's like we're going to create more evidence of lack.
And then here's the thing. I was told, for you to be abundant, you have to feel abundant first.
Yeah.
And then the energy will come, because it's like magnets.
Well, yeah,
like,
because you
can't be abundant if you are not feeling abundant, even if you have millions in the. And I'm sorry, I'm moving my arms. I understand, okay? Even if you have millions in your bank account, like, you have to feel it, to leave it, to be able to be exposed to this energy, that it is your energy, really. But it is like, if you have, these games when you are a little kid, that you have a holes, like squares shape, then a circle shape.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have on the other side, like, these shapes that have the same shape, redundant, but that's true, the same shape of the square holes. And then you have a shape, a wooden shape. You can put that
in
a triangle one.
The triangle, yeah.
Well, you can put it in a triangle, but it won't fit all of the corners. You know what I mean? Or a circle in a triangle. You can't do that.
No.
So instead of that, we shape ourselves to the frequency we want to achieve. And then this frequency is able to enter in our whole life.
I love that. It's like you saying, like, we are a square and we have a triangle. So what we do is we mold ourselves into the triangle so we can go into the triangle.
Exactly.
So we got to mold the within. We got to start feeling like we are, even when we're not.
Yeah.
Or at least empower ourselves that we are working towards that, and this is the new reality. So then you kind of, the ball starts rolling. So instead of saying I don't know, or I'm not good enough, you can say I'm working towards this, or I am. Because sometimes when we just say, oh, I'm now great, it's like, I don't feel it. It's like just putting a sticker onto, like, the unhappy face, is not going to work. But when we empower ourselves by starting to, like, repattern it and say, it's like, okay, I'm now becoming this. What would it feel like to actually be successful? So if we, instead of saying I am now successful, we say, what would it feel like to be successful? So you take away that pressure of feeling not good enough, and you start exploring the idea of what it would be like to actually feel successful. So I like to do visualizations sometimes, where it's like, okay, step in, what would your you let's say you want to be an actress in our case, in 1 year's time, and you're like, oh, I want to be in my trailer, I want to be on set, and it's like, okay,
with our names in it,
with our names on the trailer.
One more time, please.
On set,
on
actresses,
set, please.
Name on trailer.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, okay.
Or singer in my case. I want to be a singer.
So then we kind of visualize, okay, so if fear wasn't in the way, would you like? What would that feel like? Without like, let's put aside the fear, like put the fear on the, on the back seat of the car, and what would it feel like? And so then we start imagining like, oh, I'll just come out of my trailer. It's a beautiful day. The birds are chirping. The people call me and they're like, you're on in 5 minutes. We want you on set. Hi, beautiful Zoila. Wonderful day. And we start imagining it and visualizing it, and then suddenly that's when we start feeling it. It's when we were kids, we were playing games, we're playing family, and we have a Barbie doll, and we're like, oh, this is Ken Barbie, and and you just like create stories, and you like have fun because you're pretending to be in that scenario.
Exactly.
So like visualization can bring you to that heart center, to that feeling again. Or you can remember a time in your past where you when you did feel that way, when you felt love, for example. Like you're seeking love, let's say. You want a partner, and you're like, oh, well, you're not feeling love. So you're feeling, when was the last time I felt love? It's like, oh, when my mom hugged me after I don't know, fell down, and she kissed my knee, and I was so happy. And then you step into that, and you start feeling it in your heart, and then you kind of remind yourself what love feels like, and then you take action, feeling from that abundance feeling again. You then start living from that feeling again, or returning to that feeling, and then kind of living your life from there.
It is actually an amazing analogy, an amazing example, because it is like when I ask, what is the key, or how can we feel the energy of abundance? The first thing I was receiving was, you have to be intentional. And for you to be intentional, you have to put in practice the examples that you just mentioned now. As in, like, you have to feel what it is to be that thing, and you have to as well leave the fear in the back, as you mentioned before.
Yeah.
And you at the driver's seat, like, think what it feels to be like that's something that you wanted to be. What it feels like to be abundant in that specific dream that you have. Like, for example, ourselves to be actresses, it is amazing. And I am feeling it now. And I am like, oh yeah, my trailer with my name on it. Or I want to be either a singer or an actress.
You can be both.
I love them both. I could be both. I am both.
Do musical theater.
I am actually both. Yeah. I'm actually applying for a musical theater thing soon. So yeah. So here we go. But then after that, he said, you have to be intentional with what you mean. You can't be up and down like a Christmas tree lights, like on and off, on and off. No. Just be it, feel it. Even if you don't see it, you have to feel like you are that thing that you're aiming for abundantly.
But don't judge yourself. Like, I know that sometimes we fall off the roller coaster again, It's like we feel happy in the moment because we just visualized it, and then like later in the day something happens, you break a glass. Inside joke. And you're like, my life is terrible. And then
7 years of bad luck.
And then you stop yourself right there, and like, don't judge yourself, because that slows down your entire process of feeling abundant and being happy in your life.
So we are gonna do a little meditation to feel like the abundance, or to kind of channel the frequency that we need in order to feel that
I'm already
frequency.
Feeling it.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You want to say anything before the meditation?
No, I was just saying that I feel it because I was just talking about like some examples of love, and that picture of the mom, and then like, taking care of you, and then like I just feel so warm. I'm like,
nice.
I'm feeling the love already. See, the more you do it, the quicker you get into it.
I love it. I love it.
Just doing the podcast, just being live.
I love it.
Just like talking about things that we love. Already, like, it clicks.
It just feels. It feels like, yes, I am that one.
And it's just like, helping.
Excuse me. Oh no, we have to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's like the more I talk about topics like unconditional love, topics about spirituality, topics about
I
like
love it.
bringing people together, you
Woo!
know, it already makes me like whenever
Woo!
like that, but internally. So whenever we watch like TV or we watch people talking about these topics, I'm already like, I get really excited, or I
Yeah.
feel really warm, like my cheeks are warm right now.
Yeah.
So let's get into this.
Awesome. I don't know you, but I got like this fire inside. Honestly, I feel like, yeah. That's why they wanted us to. And hopefully, this energy is being transmitted to everybody here. Everybody here receive this energy, because that's what I want you to feel like. Oh, if I want to express how I'm feeling now that we are gonna do the meditation, and we haven't even started yet. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, you gotta
Organization.
calm down so you can lead this.
Order. When you're ready, please close your eyes. Place your hands, one in your heart and another one around your belly. This will make like a little whirlpool to get the energy from your heart around your belly and back to your heart and around your belly and back to your heart, etc., etc. And one more time. Your hands are extensions of your energy. Your arms are extensions of your energy. And basically what you're doing now is feeling your heartbeats. Breathe deeply with me. And one more time. At this very moment, I am gonna guide you to canalize or channelize the energy of abundance so that you and us become abundant people in this earth right now, in this lifetime. Now, imagine that you are in this beautiful forest. Birds singing, grass on your feet. You feel the ground because we are earthy now. Look around you, how beautiful it is. Oh, can you hear that? There is a river on your right hand. There is a beautiful goldenish, bluish water running down the river. Let's go. Let's walk on the river. I can feel the pebbles, the stones, and the sand all together, with the water running through my toes. My feet are really happy because I am receiving this lovely energy from the river. This is crystal clear water. This water is full of energy, full of abundance, full of good things. That is the energy that we need now. Can you feel the water through your toes? Fresh, warm water. Not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. That water is touching your toes, and you feel like if its energy is coming from your toes towards your leg, and it's rising up and rising up, and you feel this energy coming to your knee, and it's going up, rising up, and it's around your longer bones, around your hips now. Can you feel it? It's a little tingle sensation. This is abundance. It's rising up to your belly. It feels like tingling. Rising up to your heart chakra, to your heart. Breathe deeply, feel it, receive it, welcome it. It's rising up, going up to your throat, so that everything that you speak is on point to get you to the place of abundance. And it's rising up to your spinal and to your head, touching your brains, refreshing your brain. It is time now that is involving and evolving in your life to change your perspective, to change our perspective. What we were in the past is in the past. Now we are abundant beings, living in abundance of love. Love is the key. Living in abundance of excitement. Can you feel your heartbeat racing and racing up in a healthy way? It's nice to feel this warm feeling going through your body. This life energy of this water all around your body. Now I want you to get that and expand it to your aura. Fill your aura with this bluish, light, energetic energy of abundance. It's greenish, bluish, you color it, the color that you can see, that is it. That's your abundant moment. That is your energy. Embrace it, glue it all around your aura. And when you are ready, fill your aura and expand it to the size of your room. Expand your aura and your energy. Your abundant feeling is here. This is it. That is all you needed. As a way to heal and to seal your past and your present, I want you to breathe deeply and hold your breath for 4 seconds. And exhale. How beautiful it is. How amazing it is to feel in abundance, to feel aligned, in alignment with your dreams. Because you are who you dream you are, but you have to hold it and be intentional. Because you are more than what you think you are and way more than what you dream. But you still have to channel or imitate this energy in order for the energy to be prepared to enter in your life. Because this is about decisions, this is about choices. You have to choose to be intentional and choose to welcome the abundant spirit, the abundant energy, the abundance of love, money, peace, health, love, caring, desire, passion. Peace is overall. Love is the second. Peace and love together. And then finance and everything else will follow. Now, when you're ready, I want you to put your two hands together, because we are gonna say thank you to the Spirit, to God, to our guidance for this lovely moment. I want you to seal this moment, and every time you feel low, just go back to this moment. Remember this moment where you feel peace for a couple of minutes, where you feel abundant for a couple of minutes. I want you to copy this moment and paste it whenever you need it in your life. I want you to record it and play it whenever you need it in your life. I want you to come back to this video if you need it in the future, because whenever you need it, it's gonna be available for you to recall and to call your abundant and abundance of love, of money, of health, of peace. Thank you. We are really grateful for this very moment. Now, when you're ready, come back to your body. And when you're ready, please open your eyes. Awesome. Awesome.
My body's doing this thing where, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
I was doing it earlier as well.
Were you?
Yeah.
That means you must have passed on it to me. Sometimes when I meditate, I imagine like this like bowl, like as if my whole body's hollow, and then the bowl is just like rolling. And when I do that, I start moving, and I can do it like forward, backward, and then my body, literally my spine just does this without me actually like physically doing it. But it's like, so if the ball's up here, it would be my head moving, and if I put the ball down here, it will move this. Sometimes I put it in my elbow, and it feels like, you know, I'm moving. That body part is leading because the ball is there.
Do you know when you have like a water hose?
Yeah.
That's flexible.
Yeah.
And you put water, it goes like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because energy is going through it.
It's
so
energy.
That's the same thing, like energy is going through your spinal, maybe. And then that's how your body reacts, because it's isolating, well, like when you move from one
right,
side.
Yeah.
That's the word. Thank you very much for your time, for your lovely presence. If you are happen to watch this video after our lives, please make sure to go to our Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and follow us under the same name, Guided 888. Do you want to say something before we say bye-bye?
Thank you so much for being with us. Yeah. We really enjoy doing these sessions. Yeah. And we will carry on doing them because it brings us joy. So please do what fills you up, yeah, and makes you feel abundant.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to be with you all the time. Peace, light, and love.